Hello everyone, I am Queenie Garnica and I am your reporter for today's lesson. The topic that was given to me, which is the European Union. So first, background of the European Union. The European Union, or EU, is a group of countries in Europe that work together to build peace, unity, and progress. It was created to strengthen cooperation between nations after years of conflict. Today, the EU promotes friendship, free trade, and shared goals among its 27 members countries. So, ang European Union is isa ni siya ka-group sa mga countries sa Europe nga ga-work together para makabuild sila og peace, unity, and also progress sa ilang mga countries. So, isa sa mga reason why gi-create ni siya is para mas strengthen ang cooperation sa mga countries sa Europe and also para ma-okay or malikayan ang conflict kaysa una before ni ang EU na buo is ang mga countries sa Europe is kanang samok or kananay mga conflict. So isa sa mga reason why gitukod ni or gibuild ni ang European Union is para ma-strengthen ilang cooperation o malikayan ang conflict sa mga countries sa Europe. And also para maka-promote po ni og friendship na po'y maka-shared po og goals or mga plans unsaon pagpalambo sa ilang countries didto. So second, why European Union established? The European Union was established to promote peace, unity, cooperation among European countries. After World War II, it aimed to prevent future wars, improve the economy, and allow countries to work together in solving problems and developing Europe as one community. So like what I have said kaganina, gibuild nila ang European Union para makapromote og peace, unity, and cooperation among countries sa Europe. And kung ma-observe ninyo, gibuild nila or gi-establish nila after sa World War II. So gikan sa kagubot, gikan sa kasamok. So gi-establish nila ni kay isa sa mga nakita nila nga reason nganong mas padali or nganong mas gagera, it's because walay connection ang mga countries to countries. 'Di ba? If walay connection, if nay mga problem, dili nila maistoryahan og tarong kung unsa ang mga possible solution nga dili na moagi og giyera. So sa una wala pa European Union, maotong nagka World War II kay ang mga countries nailahi sila og mga pananaw or kung una sila problem gusto nila nga kan among country masunod, among kuan masunod. So mahitabo jud ana giyera. So isa sa ilang mga na solution nga ma-prevent ang mga future wars is ang European Union. Kay if naay connection ang mga countries to countries, di ba, if naay mga problems, they can talk, they can find other solution nga dili na kailangan ipaagi sa gera. And also makahelp ni siya nga mag-improve ang economy sa atoang sa mga countries. Kay if naay mga connection countries, okay imong connection didto, maka-build jud siya og taas nga economy kay nganong like mga product, mga workers, open ang mga countries nga mapasulod magpagawas og mga products, maka-work dito ang other mga tao sa lain countries, and also ila po mga tao maka-work po diri sa atong countries ing ana. And also ma-develop ang Europe as one community, like what I have said kanina nga if na mga problems, they can talk, so that they can find better solution than war. Third, history of the European Union. The historical development of the European Union or EU began after World War II, when European countries wanted peace and unity. In 1951, 6 countries formed the European Coal and Steel Community or ECSC to prevent another war. In 1957, they created the European Economic Community, EEC, to strengthen trade and cooperation. Over time, more countries joined, and in 1993, it officially became the European Union through the Maastricht Treaty, focusing on economic, political, and social unity. So dili da European Union dayon ang ilahang gi-build diretsyo, no? First is naay 6 ka countries nga nag-build sa ECSC, which is the European Coal and Steel Community. Kani nga 6 countries gibuild nila ang ECSC atong 1951, which is the Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and Netherlands. Mao na sila nga mga countries. Then, pagka 1957, gibuild na po nila ang European Economic Community or EEC para mas mapakusgan ang connection about sa economy. So, after nagadugay, daghan na og mga countries ang naga-appeal sa ilahang sa European Economic Community. So, atong 1993, pinaagi sa Maastricht Treaty, gi-official na nga nabuo ang European Union nga nakatuon sa economic, politics, o pagkakaisa sa mga country. So, ato 1957 pa nabuo ang European Union, kaya ang first nga una nabuo is ang ECSC or European Coal and Steel Community, and then second is the Europe Economic Community or EEC, and then ikatulo na ang European Union kay nagadaghan na ang nagajoin nga mga countries. And base nagwonder mo haon sa to akong gibuta nga Maastricht Treaty. So ang Maastricht Treaty kay or usually mailhan siya nga ginatawag nga Treaty on European Union is isa na siya ka agreement nga gipermahan atong 1992 sa lungsod sa Maastricht sa Netherlands, and official nga gipatupad atong 1993. So isa na siya ka agreement nga nagasugot or it's all about the European Union. So ang iyang goal ani kay para mas mapakusgan ang pagkakaisa sa mga countries sa Europe by pagbuo sa European Union, pagkilala sa isang pera, diba, which is the euro, and pagpapalalim ng kooperasyon sa mga usaping ekonomiya, politika, o seguridad. So here are the 27 members country of European Union. First, we have Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Sweden. Also, in addition, the United Kingdom was formerly a member but left EU in 2020. So, ang United Kingdom is member siya sa una sa European Union. But nihawa siya, it's because daghan og mga tao sa ilang country nga gatuo nga pag-part daw ka sa European Union kay makahatag na ni sa ilang country og too much control about sa ilang laws, silang borders, and also sa ilang money daw. So, ang una-una sa uban nga if mohawa sila sa European Union, mas maka-take sila og control or maka-decision sila sa ilang country. So, katong 2016, ang UK is nagheld sila og national vote, ginatawag nila nga referendum. So, ang 50% sa mga voters, gi-choose nila nga mohawa daw sila sa European Union. So, katong January 31, 2020, officially nga nihawa na ang UK sa European Union. And ang gigamit nila paghawa, term nga Brexit, mo ni siya ang Brexit comes from the word Britain plus exit. It means Britain's exit from European Union. So now, let's proceed to the definition and concept of the global interstate system. What is the global interstate system? So the global interstate system refers to the network of relationships between countries around the world. It made up of independent nations, states that interacts through diplomacy, trade agreements, and international organizations like the United Nations or the European Union. So, ang global interstate system, it is the system that connects all the countries in the world. Each country kinaaja po'y own government, but they work together through agreements, organization, and laws to keep peace, trade, and cooperation. It helps countries build relationships, solve problems, and make global decisions. So for example, here in the Philippines and Japan, Philippines and Japan work together para ma-improve ang trading. So they sign an agreement through the United Nations. So kani ginapakita yung ginaunsa sa mga countries ang global interstate system para maka-cooperate ug makasolve sila og mga common problems ug ma-maintain ang good relationships. Okay, next, functions of global interstate system. So, ang function sa global interstate system is ang pag-promote og peace and trade. While ang role naman sa European Union in global relations is, first, we have political role. Nagapromote sila og democracy, peace, and unity. Sa economic role naman, creating a single market and shared currency, which is the euro. And third, social role, protecting human rights and supporting cultural exchange. So now, let's proceed to the contemporary issues and challenges in the European Union. So first, political disagreements between member states. Second, economic inequality and migration issues. Third, climate change and energy crisis. And fourth, digital security and global competition. Now, let's proceed to the proposed solutions and perspective. First, we have strengthening cooperation and communication. Second, supporting economic equality among members. Third, promoting sustainability and digital innovation. And fourth, encouraging global partnerships. And lastly, the conclusion. The European Union, or EU, is a strong example of global interstate system where independent nations work together for peace, unity, and progress. It started after World War II to prevent conflicts and promote cooperation. Today, the EU plays an important role in political stability, economic growth, and social development among its 27 member states. Despite challenges like political disagreements, economic gaps, and global crises, the EU continues to find ways to strengthen unity and promote cooperation. Overall, the EU shows how nations can achieve peace and prosperity through collaboration and shared goals. That's all, and thank you for listening. Bye!